Hey guys, this is E-House from Gun Gamers. No episode of Speed Sim today. That'll be up on Sunday in place of a normal video. Just holiday schedules, things got busy, whatever. Anyways, so today I have a really quick kind of PSA for you guys on a subject that I think a lot of people don't think about until maybe it's just too late, and then they're thinking, crap, I really wish I'd done this. Buy a chronograph. And this is something I think a lot of people don't think they'll ever need, or they think, I have no real use for this, and then it bites them in the ass. And let me explain what I mean. So let's say, you just got a new gun in, or you just finished working on a gun, and you can't wait to bring it out to your local field, and you're super hyped, and you get there, and the day of, you find out that it's got some major consistency issue, it shoots too hot, maybe it shoots way too low, like 80 feet per second with .2s, and now it's game day. You are at your local field, maybe out in the middle of the woods, maybe at a major MILSIM event, and all of a sudden you realize, oh crap, for whatever reason, my gun doesn't work in a manner that I totally could have known it didn't if I had a chronograph. Now, back in the day, I say back in the day as if it was super long ago, but I remember when I bought my chronograph originally, not a ton of people owned chronographs, mainly and still, really, it's techs, field admins, and reviewers who own chronographs primarily. Because, reviewers want to have consistent chrono readings for anything, techs want to have chrono readings for anything that they're working on, and field admins, fields have chrono limits. So I originally bought mine because I was helping to admin at Hunters Creek Airsoft, which I still do, and we still use this chrono for that. I've had this chrono probably for like 4 or 5 years at this point, maybe. I mean, it's coming along. It's been a while. And so this chrono I've had for a long time, and I've used it to help admin events at Hunters Creek and River City. I've used it to test guns for all various different types of reasons throughout the years. And it's just come in handy so many times that this is an X-Cortec X3200. It's kind of the baseline standard consumer model airsoft chronograph. And you can get this for about 50 or 60 bucks. And for the amount of use I've gotten out of it over the years, and for the amount of time I've had it, and really for the fact that unless you do something really, really stupid, this isn't gonna break on you, I have a hard time not telling you to get a chronograph. Now bear in mind, if you're just getting into the game and you say just got your first gun and maybe you don't even have all your gear squared away yet, don't skip out on buying a nice pair of eye protection to get a chronograph. But if you are someone who's been into the game for a little while and you realize that you're getting to that point where you're a little frustrated by going to the field and not necessarily knowing where your gun's shooting, discovering, freak surprise the day of, by the way, your gun's too hot or your gun's messed up, you really should own a chronograph. In my opinion, a chronograph is equally as valuable an investment as a backup gun. Because when you own a chronograph, you know that your gun is probably, unless something freak happens, going to be usable on game day. So this $60 effectively makes sure that however much you have into your gun is gonna be usable come game day. And I have a hard time not recommending that. And specifically, like I said, this X-Cortec X3200, very, very good chronograph. Again, maybe it's not the most precise. It has some limitations, like the rate of fire reading can be wonky sometimes. Like you need to put a good long burst to there to get any good idea. And sometimes it'll lock up. You need to reset it when the batteries start getting low. But these are small prices to pay for a $60 consumer level chronograph that, again, I've just had it for so long and it's done so much for me. And these are used at a ton of fields too. And generally speaking, they're pretty well attenuated across the board. They're gonna be pretty standard. You're not gonna have any major surprises. So I would definitely recommend picking up a chronograph for all the reasons I just stated. Probably a lot more I even forgot to state. And to a certain extent, if you're admitting at a field, even if your field has a chrono that they keep up by the chrono station, Having a little handheld chrono of your own that you can throw into an assault pack is a really good idea, because when you're roaming and admitting, if you need to spot check somebody, or if, say, someone's having a gun problem, and I mean, I know when I'm admitting, people have gun problems and they ask me, and I will definitely stop and help them out. And sometimes having this can be useful, and it's just a good idea. I've probably said that a lot in this video. I've probably repeated the words good idea more than enough to trigger me into saying, wow, you repeated yourself way too much, but it's a good idea. So, I don't know. I hope this video got the point across. I hope maybe you thought about this if you hadn't before, and I hope you somehow found this entertaining. Speed Sim on Sunday, I promise. It'll be a good one. We'll make it up to you. But in the meantime, I'm E-House from Gun Gamers, signing off.